Hello you guys, welcome back to channel Claire. Hope that you're having a lovely day wherever you are in this crazy world. So we have finally made it. We finally have made it to the season finale of the reboot of New York. I am ecstatic. I have a glass of champagne to cheers and celebrate, a big ass glass of champagne at that. Don't worry, I'm going absolutely nowhere. But too bad after this. So I'm going to enjoy that throughout watching this episode, but it's the season finale. I've never really done something like this, recapping the whole season, this, that, and the other. It was really cool. I will say that it got a little bit daunting towards the end because I just felt like the ladies weren't giving what I wanted them to give. But I don't know what else I was expecting, given this is the first season for a group of ladies who did not obviously know each other at all. And they kind of put them all together and said, hey, we're about to do a fucking show. What I will say is I still don't know if they have been renewed for a second season. I did see that Jenna Lyons was on Watch What Happens Live with Andy, and it kind of, the tone around the conversation was that she wasn't coming back. That's not something that I'm surprised about. While Jenna was a great addition, it was great getting to know her on the cast and everything, and I'm gonna like follow her career. I'm sure she's gonna get other shit and, you know, maybe even a spin-off show, but it was great to like see her in the cast, and I enjoyed her there. But she was a little bit, you know, but she's about that life. Like, she's doing business, she's running shit, like she has a lot going on. So I wish we could have seen a little bit more of that. And if she was on the next season, possibly we could, but I don't think that's gonna happen. And then a big win. Oh my gosh, if I was Giselle, you guys, like a huge win for her. She is in Rolling Stone. I believe she was in Rolling Stone. She got a dang on article. Bravo's reboot of Real Housewives of New York City featured fashion icon Jenna Lyons, an ex-Trumper, but a fashion publicist stole the show, Giselle Tank. So they referenced Erin as a ex-Trumper, did not even say her name. And of course they said fashion icon Jenna Lyons. Uva wasn't mentioned, Sai wasn't mentioned, Bryn wasn't mentioned, just Jenna, the ex-Trumper, and Giselle. And Giselle getting this breakout star article with Rolling Stones. If I were Giselle, like if in Giselle's world, it would be a win for me. It would be a huge fucking deal, especially off of a show that had so much, like people were really, I mean, I'd say it's a success because I watched the whole season. They managed to, I say it's a success because they managed to get through a full fucking season with 14 goddamn fucking episodes. We had some drama here and there. They introduced a whole new group of ladies, who I feel I kind of know now, and I could go into a next season and be okay getting to know them more and, you know, catching up on their stories. So they did a good job in that sense. I do wish some of the ladies, at least one or two of them, knew each other prior. I feel like that would have gave a different dynamic. But I think there's a huge win for Giselle to get this article with Rolling Stone magazine. That says a lot. She's the breakout star. I also saw that Bryn gave her kudos. Girl's girl, we love it. She shouted her out on IG saying, you know, not gonna say I told you so, but I was the one who said it since day one. It's the Giselle show and we're all backup dancers. No one deserves it more. So I think that was just so cool for Brand to, you know, congratulate her co-star and her friend. And it's really interesting that a lot of people were saying the same thing. At first, like Giselle, I was kind of like, but then she quickly became one of the favorites. And I remember they were on the vacation even, and you know, they were sitting at the bar and the bartender forgot to give Giselle her drink or whatever. Sai actually forgot to give Giselle her drink when she was acting like bartender. She was like, oh, you're just so forgettable. Like, making a backhanded comment like that. First of all, who likes to hear that they're, you know, forgettable? That's just the mean girl comment. It's just mean to say to somebody that they're forgettable. Like, it's just so fucked up. It's just so rude. But clearly, Rolling Stones didn't forget about her because they gave her a fucking article. They gave her a whole fucking spread. So I think that that is huge. And the fact that they called and referenced Erin, didn't even say her name, but said ex-Trumper, and that's what you're being referenced to in this fucking article, is just so cringeworthy. And I feel so bad for her. I don't feel bad for her, but I'm like, if I were her, I'd be like, oh my God, like, this looks bad, girl. Like, I mean, I don't understand when people will, you know, get on the right side of things. I don't know. Anyway. We're not going political, but I am going to watch the season finale. I have been seeing some stuff online, but I haven't been trying to read too much into it because I'm trying to go into it kind of with like no expectations, but we shall see. I know that there is some beef that goes down with Uba and Sai and just so like there's some beef go down. Bryn's kind of stirring the pot and shit. But we'll see, and we'll see how I feel by the end of this episode after finishing my champagne. All right, let me get into this. I love that Bryn has a psychic. Oh my gosh. I kind of want a psychic. I'm scared. Like, I'm so interested. I follow a lot of, like, psychics on Twitter and stuff. But I'm kind of scared. But I'm also very curious to, like, get a reading. And I think one day I'm just going to do it. I think I will. Maybe, like, right before the new year, just to see what they see in my upcoming new year as a treat to myself. I don't know, like, have you ever gotten a reading? Has it come out accurate? I watch Aphrodite on YouTube. If you haven't, you know, watched him, check it out. It's Aphrodite. He's pretty accurate. He does a lot of pop culture stuff, and I believe he does readings too. So if anybody, I feel like I'd splurge on Ant. I don't know though. I'm nervous, and it is spooky season too. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. I don't know, because really, are we supposed to? Well, I read shit online anyway, so I'm already doing it. I'm already halfway there, so whatever. Okay, so this is the stuff I love to see, actually. And if I'm being honest, I didn't really see it much with the OG ladies. It was very much more drama-based series over there. But here, well, we saw some people working, like Bethany. I mean, she's the only one that really stands out to me right now. But we saw some working. But this, to me, is cool because in my second life, if I could, like, do it over again, I'd be doing shit like this. And I think that it's so fucking cool. The scene with Giselle and Jenna. They are at Jenna's pad, okay? She has the nicest fucking pad. Money. Real money, okay? Not that rented fake shit. So Giselle is doing a ready-to-wear jewelry line coming out of the Middle East. Her jewelry is gorgeous, and she's having this photo shoot. She has the model, she has her people doing the makeup, like the whole photo shoot setup. It's being done in Jenna's apartment. And then Jenna's in her bedroom, like, slash bathroom, making bags and stuff for her, like, lashes, apparently, because she's helping out with somebody. But she's putting stuff together for her business to give as, like, giveaways and goodie bags and this, that, and the other. So she's working in her bathroom doing all that. She has a photo shoot going on in her living room, and Giselle goes and is like, oh, can I have some lashes? And Jenna's like, sure. And it's just like, they're creating these businesses and they're flourishing and they're doing it like themselves. And I just think it's really cool to see. It's so very New York. And Jenna's like, you know, I've had like 50 some odd photo shoots in my apartment. This is nothing new for me. But literally, that's how fucking swank her pad is. It's like photo shoot fucking ready. And she's like unfazed, letting Giselle have the run, doing her thing. And that's just like such a friend, and like good connects as well. Like, that's a good connection right there. Yes, talking about the husbands, talking about the families, it is off limits. Don't talk about people's kids, don't talk about people's marriages. I mean, that's a tale as old as time. Okay, why don't we know this? And they are literally attacking Giselle's relationship. And she says she's here, she's had it. And she's having this conversation with Uba, who graciously came and walked up all these goddamn steps to help out with the photo shoot. But it really, and they should know better, because I feel like if it was the other way around, just like when Brynn was joking about divorce with Abe and everything like that, Aaron was upset. But you can question and try to make innuendos and everything like that about Giselle's relationship. Like, why is it okay for you to do, but it's not okay? Like, come on now. Like, be fair. You didn't like it when it was happening to you, Aaron. Why are y'all doing it to Giselle? Get it together. And now we see the two of them, Sai and Aaron, in like this Halloween store. And it's quite appropriate for the two of them, because it's a horror show that they've given for a first season for newbies. Like, I will say Sai a lot worse than Aaron. Aaron, she can, I guess, stay. I really am not feeling her either. Both of them can go, in my opinion. But for a first season, you know, there's been newbies on established franchises before, and I mean, it wasn't the best. It really wasn't the best, and I really am looking forward to seeing what they think watching themselves back. I don't know, like, because you would think it would make you really, it'd be eye-opening. But some of the interviews I've seen with Sai, she's doubled down, so she fucks with it. But they're getting their mask for Brynn's little Venetian mask party or whatever they're doing. And so they're getting ready for that, which again, I absolutely love the theme. I would so be there, Brynn. Invite me next time. But yeah, I think it's gonna be cute. So the two of them are in this Halloween store being miserable together, talking about none other than Giselle. And Aaron's like, oh my god, I can't believe she called me a parrot. I'm so not a parrot. And it's just like, girl, you obviously feel a type of way. Yeah, or you think, Sai? You are a mean girl. You are a mean girl, Sai. So they're sitting there talking about Giselle, which is why Giselle got the Rolling Stone fucking article, because this whole goddamn season been about Giselle. But yes, parrot, because you guys are a fucking duo, so you're parroting each other off of your hate for Giselle. And then Sai, you've proven to be a mean girl. Like, the majority of the people who watch, yes, you have your few, you know, people who stan you, but for the majority of people who are like watch and are like true Housewives fans, you've kind of rubbed the wrong way. And I feel like, yes, you always need a villain for a housewife franchise, and I get that she may be trying to be that villain, but there also has to be that softer side to you. There also has to be that side that like people can relate to, and that, you know, find endearing, or you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like there has to be a balance, and you have to get the public, not the public, but the fans on your side to have like some type of longevity as a housewife. You can't just talk about, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care, I'm bothered. You know that it does. So I don't know. The two of them need to get it together. If they do come back to the next season, I really think they need to regroup, pull it back a little bit on the mean girlness. Yes, you're supposed to bring drama. Yes, you're supposed to bring, you know, all of that, but like, there's a way of it being done, you know? And it's just come off as something a little bit more, you know? Okay, here's an interesting thing. So Uber brought up to Aaron in their little date that they had that she felt that David, who is Sai's husband, and I honestly will say, I don't think he was coming from malicious intent saying this. I just feel like he, like Sai is explaining, asked why Uba was single out of the fact, like, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you have it like this, you have it like this, why are you single? And like, I guess phrasing it like that kind of comes off a certain way, and you shouldn't ask people why they're single. You shouldn't ask people, are they pregnant, if they're having kids, like shit like that. Just don't ask people that. Or, you know, Because the thing is, she's not single. She's talking to someone. And if she felt like sharing that part of her life, she would have. So you just don't really ask those questions. And I'm sure he was drinking and everything, and he was looking at Uba like, God damn, like, how is she fucking single? I feel like he was really coming off of, like, you know, a sense like that. And not in a malicious way, but I could definitely see how Uba would be caught off guard and take offense to it. And you could even have tell in the last episode how it did come off, like, her response, you could tell she was uncomfortable and she showed her discomfort. So I'm kind of surprised that Sai is surprised that this is coming up. But of course, immediately off the defense. Well, he was just instead of trying to take a chance to kind of try to see it from both sides and see where maybe her friend, supposedly Uba, is coming from and why she would feel a type of way, and try to see it on both sides. I understand that's your husband, this, that, and other. It's not that deep. So I feel like that's the thing. Like, she says she's so healed, she doesn't have anything to work on, but an involved person would be able to take it that step forward, you know, that one step forward to be like, okay, yes, that's my husband. Like, I know he wasn't coming at it from that matter, but oh, let me also think and put on my hat as a friend, I can see where she's coming from, yada, yada, yada. Like, an involved, healed person kind of thinks things through in that manner and doesn't just come off the defense immediately. I feel like, I don't know Lord. And then Sai has to let rip. Well, you know, she's fine, she's in a good place, she's dating someone, so now the cat is out the goddamn bag. And Uba said specifically the person she didn't want to know was Aaron, because Aaron would want to tell it to everybody else. So now everybody know that Uba got a man, and she didn't want anybody to know that she got a man, and now it's going to be a problem because Uba wanted her business to be her business, which we understand. Oh my gosh.
And she said to me,
okay,
please keep this between us.
Uba said, please keep this between us, because it was an accidental thing, really. I guess she was showing her some other pictures and then she scrolled and it accidentally went to them. And so now Aaron is like, well, who is it? Do you know him? Is he cute? Is he asking all these questions and stuff? And now Sai is like trying to backtrack, like, well, she told me that, you know, to keep it between us. So it was in confidence. And we already have seen Uba pop off, okay, off of her phone being taken by Aaron. Okay, so we know that when Uba feels disrespected, it's going to be an issue. So I just think it's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing what Uba has to say about all of this, because she didn't want people knowing. And then when Aaron asked Sai, was he cute? Sai goes, like, what does that mean? Like, you didn't said everything else. What does he look like? I understand not knowing his name or whatnot, but I can understand how Uba's about to feel like, now I can't fucking trust you, because I told you to keep it between you and I, and you didn't told the person that I really, really didn't want to know to begin with. And because you, at their little date, if she wanted to tell Aaron, she would have fucking told her, you know what I mean? That would have been the perfect moment, but she didn't. So yeah, I don't know. People are like, maybe she can redeem herself in the second season. I'm open to Sai redeeming herself in the second season if she were to come back, but it was a tough first season for her. Like, she didn't turn comments off and everything. Like, it's rough, and I can see why. Okay, so Sai, hold up, let me rewind back.
It's not. I'm even upset with myself that I even said this much. Like, that is her personal business. Yeah. And like, that's that.
Okay, so it's her personal business. You're upset that you even said that much, but you weren't supposed to say that much because it's her personal business, but you said something anyway and gave a lot of it up. you're just mad because it slipped about your mouth, because you were trying to shy away from what was happening with David making that comment, I feel. And you were trying to make it less offensive because she has a man anyway. And that's how it's fucking coming off. And you incidentally threw your friend under the bus and fucked up by trying to make your husband look better. And it's just like, all you had to say was, oh, I can definitely see that. Like, I'll talk to David. He'll definitely understand, you know, and moved on. You didn't have to go on the defense and then throw your friend on the bus and try to, like, belittle the situation because, yeah, she got a man, so she's not even single anyway. That's just not cool. And this is what people are saying. Like, that's just, like, not a girl's girl thing to do. Like, it's just not. You definitely could have, because you know David didn't mean it like that. We know David didn't mean it like that. All you had to say was, he did not mean it like that, for sure, but I will talk to him, and I know that he will talk to Uber, whatever, you know? What is wrong with that? Like, I don't get it. Okay, so peep this. Peep this. This is like, this is the, okay. Hold on.
I'm not trying to piss her off. And you know what? She's my friend. She's told me something that I shouldn't have said. I felt awful. I felt awful for saying something. I think we'll go out.
Okay, so you feel awful for saying something. You know she's your friend. You know she's gonna come for your head. If it were just me, I'd be like, you know what? I would be calling you up. Girl. Well, I was just with Erin, and she told me that, you know, you were upset about David saying that you, asking why you were single. And then I told her, well, you aren't really single, because I wanted to kind of throw you on the bus. Actually, no, I just told him, you know, you weren't single, and, you know, that you have somebody. And so actually, Erin actually knows that you have a boyfriend now. Sorry. You know, call your friend and tell her you fucked up. Call your friend and tell her you accidentally slipped up. Tell her what took place. If you feel that bad. If you wanted to retract it. If this, that, and other, da, 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 da. But it wouldn't be a show if it was done that way, I'm sure. But it is good to know that Sai actually feels bad that she let it slip. And she realizes she shouldn't have fucking done that shit. And she did kind of like throw Uber under the bus to kind of like belittle what David did, because she didn't want her husband to be seen in that light, when all she had to say, because really it's not that deep, all she had to say was, he didn't mean it like that. I'll talk to him. Period. I love how Jenna can just go in her closet. Her and her son are trying to like pick out what they're gonna wear for Bryn's party, and she's like, oh yeah, I wore this to the Met Gala years ago, the Met Ball years ago.
Funny.
Like,
he's deeply smart.
Don't you gotta get invited by like Enter Wintour to go to the Met Ball, Met Gala? You know, like, she's about that life, like truly about that life. And I love her closet and these racks that she has. Just insane. Like, that's some real money right there. You know, I love this scene.
She does not need to talk about my marriage. Like, she can literally sit.
She needs to go in on her. And I hope she does it in person in their faces too. Obsessed, because they are obsessed with her marriage.
It's like Adam Stan right now.
Yes, like, why are you so obsessed with me? Yeah, obsessed.
No brain.
No brain, fucking parrot, which you hate, Erin. Get it together. You and Sai stop being pressed over somebody else's marriage. Papa said he's gonna walk in with 10 rings since y'all got an issue with him not wearing a wedding ring. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. And she's already not feeling good. So hopefully Giselle goes in there with some fire, because they fucking deserve her for one. Because they talked her up and down about everything. Basically said she's a fake ass bitch on everything, is what they've said. Marriage fake, IVF fake, just everything is fucking fake as shit. The way she's growing up is fake. Everything fake. Everything about Giselle is fake. So I hope that she brings a little fire, because they have questioned everything about her and been very disrespectful concerning her marriage. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I love the whole vibe of Bryn's birthday party at this restaurant. I love her outfit. I think that this is going to be a great little party for her. I wonder how old she's turning, but it's very nice spread. She got a little cheese. I'm sure it's an open bar. But this is cute. This is so cute. If I were to envision a birthday party for myself, it would be this type of vibe. But Sai looks good. Everyone's like coming in now. I love the black dress she has on. And I love her slick back hairstyle and the little baby hairs there. I think she looks really pretty. David looks good. I want to say, is he mixed? I can't tell. Or is he white? Like, I don't know. Anyway, but David looks good. He has his little tux on. So take that hat off. Oh my gosh, it's a hat but has like, that's the mask. It is a mask. It's a hat and it has like I actually really fucking like that. It goes with the outfit perfectly. It's a hat but it's a mask. Like that I actually really like. Who is this coming in? That's somebody I don't know. I want to see what everybody's wearing. Okay, we've got Aaron and Abe. I can't see yet what Aaron's wearing because she has her jacket on. Abe is in his tux. He has his mask on. Looks good. I don't know why David's not in a mask. But... see, here she go again. Talking about some, you look hot, Abe. To Aaron's husband. She can't fucking help it. She can't help herself. But he was like, you look hot too. So he gave it right back. But again, now that I know that he likes to swing, he likes to, likes the threesomes and everything like that, maybe it's appropriate for them. And that's just what they fucking do. I don't want my husband calling some other woman hot after I've just walked away. Like, I just don't want it. I don't know. So, as we know, Sai did go back and speak to, oh my god, they would be so fucking cute together. Let me stop, because Sai's the one who said she wouldn't fucking care, but they look cute together in this situation. But apparently Sai has gone back to David, her husband, and told him that, Uba felt a type of way about the comment asking if she was single. So David goes and apologizes. Uba's all cheesing and smiling with her high cheekbones and shit. And he's just pretty much like, I really meant no harm. I really do apologize. So on and so forth. Right.
We make this as like a teachable moment.
Teachable moment. It's just a wrong question. And she's like, I'm good. Trust and believe. And they give each other a hug. And Uba's like, I adore you. And then they leave holding hands. So, and of course, Sai says she doesn't care. But, it's all very interesting. And here comes Giselle in a beautiful blue gown. That looks pretty. Giselle and Habit. Okay. I'm kind of loving that Giselle is coming in, handling fucking business. She pulls Aaron to the side and is like, look, I hear you're talking shit about my husband, bitch. He doesn't wear a ring. He's going to Vietnam. How is Aaron going to say that's not true? That's all you do is sit with Sai and talk about Giselle's fucking marriage. Be about it. You had so much to fucking say behind her back. Now she's confronting you. Oh, that's not true. All I say is say what I think. All I do is say what I think. Well, what you've been saying is what you think is that she's doing something off in goddamn Vietnam. So say that's what you think. Don't say, oh, that's not true when you're being confronted. Like, let's not Let's not, Aaron.
Listen, all I do is I'm not clear with this Aaron.
Thank you.
What I'm saying is, Bryn told me the stuff that you were saying about my
Oh,
husband.
so Bryn's name got thrown out here. Bryn is over here checking out Pavitt's fucking top and everything. Bryn is having the time of her life. She's called Abe hot. She's gotten a kiss from Jenna. She's checking out dang on Pavitt's undergarments. She's doing her thing, but it's her birthday. She can fucking do that shit. But I'm just so surprised that Aaron, who likes to, you know, talk so much with Sai and shit, is like trying to backtrack here in front of Giselle when she's being confronted directly, because they like to be honest. We're just being honest. Well, Giselle's being honestly coming to your face, and you're like, oh, that's not true. I'm just saying what I think. Okay, so what is it that you think, Aaron? Exactly. So, and this is why Giselle got the fucking Rolling Stone article. She has now moved over to Sai, who just could not stand that Aaron was over there having a conversation with Giselle, which was heated, and she knew she was likely a part of it, so she didn't walk herself over where she just said she wanted to be ignored. But now she's going over to Giselle and initiating a conversation, and she's like, look, Giselle was like, I heard you've been talking shit about me too. So what's your beef with me? The both of y'all, what's the fucking beef? And I love this Giselle. Call it out as soon as you get in the door, handle the business, and then you can have a joyous rest of your night, get fucked up, get in your taxi, and go home to your flat and wherever the fuck in New York, beautiful fucking ass pad, and live your life and be happy knowing that everybody else is gonna go home and talk about you and are so pressed about you and your relationship and everything else that they can't even see what's going on in their own shit. So I think Giselle is fucking winning this season for sure. I think that the article was very much deserved, and I love how she just came in the door with it. They like to be so honest, blunt. Look, I heard you had beef with me too, so what's up?
Bryn told me the stuff that you were saying about my husband, and I was clearly upset. And just FYI, like, I heard you don't like me, so I'm like,
right.
You know, it's not that I don't like you, I just don't want to be back.
Sigh. For you to say it's not like you don't like Giselle is just the biggest crock of bullshit. You have shown nothing but dislike for Giselle this entire season. I don't understand how you could sit up there and say that to her face like that when you're confronted, but you're such a New Yorker, big and bad and shit. Like, what do you mean you don't dislike her?
I don't want to be best friends either.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Just those that I don't want to be best friends either. Okay.
Nails and braid hair. Like, let's just go on separate.
We don't like each other.
I'm so
Cool.
glad we finally agree on something.
Thank you. Are we good? Perfect.
Let's just get a shot, okay? Okay, cool.
That is fucking I love the way Giselle handled this. She said, are we good? You got it? We don't like each other. We're not going to be best friends. Lovely. Let's go get a shot. And walks the fuck away, leaving the two of them stuck. Faces all type of screwed. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. And that is how you do a first season. Because she came in, people weren't really checking for Giselle, and then by the end of this thing, owned it. Fucking owned it. Lord. So Aaron and Giselle are having this conversation because Aaron just wants to understand why Giselle feels the way she feels about her. And it's like, y'all have been attacking her marriage since the beginning. Aaron's like, well, you've came and like said that you have a whole notepad full of stuff about me, this, that, and that. What she says was she makes a list so she can remember when people fuck her over. She didn't say she has a whole fucking notebook pad of talking about shit about Aaron, and that's not what it was. But of course, playing telephone game, shit gets misconstrued when it gets to the end receiver. So I thought that Aaron didn't give a fuck, because they were sitting there talking in the Halloween costume shop, acting like they didn't fucking care, and they were all above this shit. But now Erin's seeming like she's so hurt and concerned and like, why don't you like me, Giselle? I don't understand. And it's just like, and then now Brynn, after she's been gallivanting all around her fucking party, having the best of times, is now clued in that there's actual drama going on. So she's walking over to where Erin or Giselle are having their conversation, is sitting here listening like, what the fuck is going on? Let me get caught up. So let's see what happens.
You guys were fighting at Swingers, and I was with Uma the entire time. Why in the moment were you mad at me and not at her? Why? I was mad at both of you.
She was mad at both of y'all.
This is like, you're not mad enough. You don't get, like,
Exactly.
getting mad enough, okay? Like, have your integrity. I don't get, like, to a point
So
where...
the fact that Erin is like, I mean, Brynn is like, you're not mad enough, is true, because honestly, let me not say that. Everybody acts how they want to act, and honestly, sometimes having that silent strength is even more constraint than having the like bombastic, explosive, you know, being all up in somebody's face and stuff. It can kind of affect people differently, and they can be heard a little bit more. So I kind of like Giselle's delivery. It's very direct. She's telling you how she feels. It's not all this extra drama and screaming and everything. You can fucking hear her, so there's no fucking excuse. You're getting what the fuck that she's saying, period. So, but knowing my personality, I'd be more like Brynn, like, oh, you're not mad enough, and I'd be all up here with it. But that's just because I'm fucking Aries, fiery, extra ass. I'm working on it. But I do love the directness.
I'm never gonna put you down either. You confuse standing up with yourself with being ratchet.
Mind you, by the way, Uba and Jenna are like completely over here, like just completely out of the drama. It's just Giselle and Brynn and Erin having this conversation. Sai has not yet joined the conversation, and that's really gonna round out this drama for sure. Yes, Brynn, stand up for yourself, Giselle.
I was younger. With Jessel, I think maybe she's literally incapable of doing it.
This is the thing, though. She can do it in her own way. It's just not the way maybe we would do it.
Stick it to these bitches.
Yes, stick it to these bitches. You need to. She does need to stick it to them. She really does, because they've been doing quite a bit.
Stick up for yourself.
Okay.
Quite a bit of chit chatting.
New year, new you. Is I think, and this is gonna sound effing crazy, but I promise, I did this at my yoga teacher training. Let's just go around. It could be personal, it could be someone else. If you air your grievance, we leave it here, and then it's all done.
Okay, so everybody's gonna air their grievance and leave it there. Oh God.
No, it's not because of that. It's because of like just, it's my birthday, and I feel like because you both told me all this about like you, Aaron, and Jessel, and just
Y'all
figure
got
it out
beef.
and end it here.
Okay.
What a fun party trip. Hey guys, let's sit down and air out our grievances.
After drinking copious amounts of alcohol at a birthday party, let's fucking do it. No, but I get it, Brynn. I so get it. What is Brynn's sign, I wonder?
With Jenna and you called side bipolar.
That's so up.
Hold up. Hold up. So, see, Brynn been drinking. I'm gonna say it's her. I'm gonna give her a little bit of a pass because she's been drinking. It's a fucking birthday party. But that is not how that went down. Did Pavic call side bipolar? Yes. Only after she has literally talked about up and down their relationship, talked mad shit about him, basically has insinuated that he's been cheating. This, that, and another, has said that at that fucking place and time, in front of everybody. Pavic took it back. Giselle said you shouldn't say that. They all said they shouldn't say that. That's not the right word. This, that, and the other, and he took it back. But I do feel like because Sai has attacked one of the most personal things to you, which is your relationship, like your marriage, he could say she's bipolar. Like, what the fuck? But for Brynn to make it seem like, oh, he said Sai is bipolar and leave it just at that, like, that's just not what happened. Granted, she's probably a little tipsy, as I am, but that's just not what happened. So of course everybody's gonna be like, what? And it's just like, the message got to them wrong.
I did not mean that. To take that.
And Papa said, I did not mean that. He took it back, yes.
And I looked at each other and he was gentle and we're like, yo, you don't want to do that because you didn't know what you didn't mean it at all. You didn't mean it.
Okay, follow it up. Thank you.
I'm definitely not bipolar. Also very offensive considering my mother was bipolar. So I don't think.
Okay, yes. Is it offensive to diagnose somebody and not know them? Yes, it's offensive. But it's also fucking offensive to insinuate someone is cheating on their significant other when you do not know such a thing. They're both very sensitive topics. So it's just like, you can do that, but they can't like have any types of feelings at all. But you've been blowing up at people, talking mad shit, screaming, saying you don't care, but they can't. You know what I mean? Like, it is kind of like wishy-washy. Like, where the fuck do you stand? You say you don't like her, you act like you don't like her, but then say, oh, I don't dislike you, but all you've been acting is if you don't like her. Like, it is mixed signals. Like, what the fuck is it? So, yes, did he word it wrong and say the word wrong? You know, the wrong word? Maybe he should have said wishy-washy or something like that. Yes, but he took it back. So I hope she doesn't try to hold on to that. And he called me bipolar. Oh, like, don't try to hold on to that shit, because you've done a lot fucking worse by trying to come for somebody's fucking marriage, sex life, everything under the fucking, like the way she grew up, everything. Like, that's just not.
You should go around maybe claiming that people have a mental illness when they don't.
However,
So
he take it back. He said, on record, hand on heart,
Yes.
I take it back.
On record, hand on heart. She was being a fucking bitch, and she was. She's been a fucking bitch this whole season.
Probably.
Yes.
If I did.
She's a bitch. Thank you,
I'm
Pavitt.
a bitch with being honest. I'm straightforward with your wife. Sometimes she lies. She says things that don't make sense.
She
to me.
doesn't though,
What is
Sai.
I lying about?
What is she lying
All
about?
the time. You have so many
What is she
white
lying
lies
about?
that flicker away. Everything that you say. The
What is
Vietnam
everything?
thing, for example.
She keeps bringing up this Vietnam booking every fucking time Giselle asks, what have I lied about? She brings up this Vietnam fucking thing. Oh, la, la, la. I think this is something that she's dealing with fucking David. Maybe he said he was going on a trip and it didn't go the way that it was supposed to go or something. Because why are you so concerned on the fact of this fucking trip and how it was booked and how... He explained how it was. The trip was booked. It's just a thing of it has to like open up and then you can get your fucking seat. Like, what aren't you fucking understanding? We've talked about it. Okay, we get it. The ticket is booked because it's booked. You pay for it. And then you wait for the fucking flight to open up or whatever date, and then you get your fucking seat and whatever. Confirm it. Like, why does it matter? And then as soon as Giselle is like, why does it matter? That's a fucking trigger, and Sai screams. She starts yelling at her. And Giselle's like, don't fucking raise your voice. I love her quiet authority. I love that, and I wish I had more of that, because I'm so up here when I'm upset that it stops people from hearing me, I think, sometimes. When I'm like really, really trying to be like, ooh. So like that quiet authority where it's like, here, I'm here with you, so you can't act like you're not understanding what I'm saying. I love that about Giselle, and I think that that's a great lesson. I love Giselle's like, she's like, clearly, nobody gives up. Clearly, clearly you do. Look at you fucking screaming about my marriage. You give a whole lot of fucks, girl.
Who raised your voice?
The conversation went. Pavitt booked a staycation.
And Papa's sitting here like, why is another bitch care what the fuck I'm doing so heavy? That would be my question. I'm like, am I married to you or am I married to you? Because you seem more upset about me going to fucking Vietnam than my own goddamn wife. So what, like, he's sitting here looking like so perplexed, like, what the fuck is going on? I'm sure Pavitt never thought in a day of his life he'd be in a predicament like this, but here he is. Bryn's birthday cake is so cute. It's like a volume of books because she collects like editions, like fancy books and shit, antique books, and it's fucking adorable. And I think that this was a good season finale. It was. Jenna's like popping all the balloons in the fucking fire thing. Oh Lord, these are like big ass sparklers.
I love Nancy Drew books. I grew up.
So it's a
reading
Nancy
them,
Drew
reading
book.
her
The Mystery at the Lilac Inn. Never read that.
as an adult, when I'm like really
But it's a
emo and
cute
weird,
little
I'll still read them.
cake,
It's a quick
and it had like
read,
the
and it,
sparklers coming out. Make a wish, Bryn.
When I was just on 2 husbands. Yes. 1 for me, 1 for Uber. Yeah.
The wish is for 2 husbands, 1 for her and 1 for Uma. Oh Lord. But you're not supposed to tell your wish or it doesn't fucking come true. I thought that's what the thing was.
Everybody together, everybody's hands.
What is she doing? Everybody's hands on the knife as it goes into the cake as they're stabbing it. Bryn is so, I will say, Bryn has grown on me. She's very much like, at first I thought like her flirtiness was like over the top. And I mean, it has gotten to be too much, her little shtick, you know, but I feel like she's harmless. She's fun. I definitely think she's needed in this cast to have that levity, that go fun, you know, lightness to the group because everybody else takes themselves a tad bit too seriously besides Giselle, I feel like, and Uba. So I think that she balances out the group greatly. And I think that she's going to do great on going to the next season. So this was a cute little birthday party they had. And honestly, having the finale at one of your events is a big deal. So, and I really do like that she shouted out her co-star Giselle for her article. That's girls. You know what I mean? So I'd be happy to have Bryn back.
It should just be me and the guys this birthday.
She always want to be all up on somebody.
If Bryn could be slapped by 1,000 chicks
Exactly.
on her birthday, I think this would be her ideal scenario.
It really would.
That's a big piece of cake.
She'd be happy about that.
Don't mind if I sit here, do you?
Can I see the cake?
Yeah, just take a piece.
Thank you.
Come on, get over it. I think we should all get over it.
So now, Giselle, Sai, and Aaron, the 3 who had the most majors of beef, are sitting and enjoying some cake together. And she just said that Aaron annoys her too. So, I guess they're good now.
Well, that's okay. Sometimes you get over it, sometimes you gotta fight it out.
We need more of that, Sai. If you're gonna come back, we need more of that.
I'll call you in like, I'll call you like
Oh.
20 minutes.
Ooh, who's Uba talking to?
Just want to say all is good. Okay, bye.
I think Uba got a call from her boo.
I heard you got a man in Connecticut. Oh, no.
Oh, who said that? Oh, Lord. So Uba gets a call. She's like, I'm going to call you back in 20 minutes. Everything's good. Everything's all good. She literally just tells him that it's fucking good. I'm speculating that it's her man. It's probably her man. You know that call. So she's like, oh yeah, it's good. And immediately when she gets off the phone, Bryn's like, I heard you got a man in Connecticut. So now we all know where Uba's man lives, which she did not want people to know about him at all, let alone where he fucking lives. And she says this, Bryn says this, in the middle of the fucking party. Now, Uba knows the only fucking person she told was Sai. Her eyes immediately cut over to fucking Sai, and immediately Sai is like, come on, Bryn. Well, you shouldn't have told Erin, because she's telephone apparently. And you know, Erin then went and told fucking Bryn. And now everybody in the world knows that Uba got a man in Connecticut, which is exactly what she did. Okay, they're back.
Uba, I heard you got a man in Connecticut.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh my god.
What is up?
Sai goes, Bryn, like eyes all, girl, I told you not to say shit. But of course, Bryn is having her birthday, is like little liquored up and shit, so she's not fucking thinking. So she's like, girl, I heard you got a man in Connecticut. And Sai's like, Bryn. I feel like we've all been there when we slipped up and have said something that we weren't supposed to share. Like, it's human. Like, we've all done that. It's just about how you handle that situation, and just like, to your friend, I'm so sorry. I should not have said that. I apologize, you know?
Right now, stop. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Don't do that. After the costume shop, Sai and I
So Sai is like, Bryn, that's fucked up.
Bryn out for her birthday. We went to her favorite place, Casa Cipriani.
Yep,
We were
and they was
for a
talking.
while, and we made a decision. We all looked at each other in the eyes and said, this is the circle of trust.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
when Sai told us a little bit more about Uba's boyfriend, where he lived, what he does.
What?
That's appropriate. Okay, son.
So they were in their circle of trust at Casa Cipriani, Erin and Sai and Bryn, and they told Bryn about Uba's boyfriend. And now Bryn has taken it out of the circle of trust, and now Sai is pissed at Bryn. When in reality, Sai should be pissed at herself, because she should have never said anything to begin with. Because quite honestly, even if y'all hadn't have gone to Casa Cipriani, Erin's ass probably would have told somebody else at some other point in fucking time. So really, the person who everybody needs to be upset with is Sai. Because Sai was directly told by Uba, this is between me and you. And it didn't stay there. So I don't know why Bryn is getting the brunt of everything. She's just drunk on her birthday, running her fucking mouth. Like, I mean, what do you expect?
That's someone's personal business.
So,
If it's somebody's personal business side, you shouldn't have fucking told it to begin with. Stop putting the blame. You want to talk about how honest you are, how you like to keep people accountable. It started with you. If it was her personal business, why say something?
and my shock when I hear first thing out of Bryn's mouth is Connecticut.
Ooh.
The whole thing was confidential. So
Uba
she's
is
not
like,
hurt
if
from
you said Connecticut, I'm going to circumcise you. She said this whole thing is supposed to be confidential. Like, this is under wraps, under lock and key, honey. Like, Uba is like, I don't want y'all knowing shit. You hear me? Nothing. I'm gonna circumcise you.
bring to
That's the
mention
first time I've
part
heard
of
that.
I'm just like,
Bitch.
you don't deserve a birthday.
Ooh.
We should take you to McDonald's drive-thru.
But no, Uba, you know that you only told fucking Sai. So don't say you're gonna circumcise fucking Bryn and that she doesn't deserve a birthday. Bryn is drunk on her birthday just fucking talking, okay? You told Sai and told her fucking not to say shit. Now Sai is all trying to pack her shit up quietly and shit before Uba get on her ass. Mess.
No fries for you.
Sai started it. It's on camera.
Ooh. And then Bryn throws Sai under the bus and says, Sai started it. It's on camera. Well,
She's
goddamn.
very happy. I mean, she's dating someone.
Well, goddamn.
She's fine. They went to Connecticut.
You know what? I love you so
I was
much.
never gonna ask her anything. You have to not freak the fuck
Damn.
These bitches, but I'm going. I'm going home. You're going home.
And Uba's like, I'm done. I'm going the fuck out of here. I'm done.
She's pissed that you actually
She's
dated
pissed.
someone? Is that what we're really
Yeah.
talking about? anytime something personal, particularly in your romantic life, is exposed, it's really vulnerable. It's not a good feeling. And I can understand
It was
people
like,
wanting to keep that
done.
private. Like, she's hurt and upset, and I get it.
And she specifically told Sai to shut the fuck up. And Jenna gets it because she's super personal and private with her shit too. So keep it quiet. You don't talk about people's kids. You don't talk about people's fucking marriages. There's so much other shit to talk about.
I heard you said
Never said where.
So now,
It's not my business.
so Sai now is trying to come up to Uba like, I never said where. I said it was not my business. Da, da, da. You said that after it slipped about your mouth, Sai. I'm sorry.
It's business. I don't know who, and I don't know where.
I saw it.
And how did you know that? To God. That's what
So
I
how
said.
does she know
The
Connecticut
difference
then?
between me telling Aaron about Uba dating someone on camera was a total accident. I told her and I instantly regretted it. Me telling Bryn, all right, I spilled the beans. I was drinking, but I asked her specifically, please do not say anything.
You told me she was
But
dating someone
still,
in Connecticut.
I never
Ooh.
told you CT. I never
Yeah, you told her Connecticut side.
And I said CT, and if I did say that, and that is dumb. That is dumb to say that. That's someone's personal business.
Sai, you told her. And you told Aaron, oh, why does she keep saying that someone's personal business is her story to tell? You told
I
it.
apologize for that.
Because you're sorry to say. And I'm sorry to say. You said it on camera.
She said it on camera.
You did say it on
Yeah,
camera.
you did. With her. I said that she's dating someone in CT on camera.
Yeah, no, you said that she's dating someone. Here goes Sai screaming at somebody again.
You don't.
And then says, fuck you.
I want nothing to do with Brent. Absolutely nothing to do with
Honey, she don't like to take account. For someone who wants to be so honest and take accountability, you should just fall on your fucking sword and say, I fucking said it. It initiated and started with you. This whole, oh, I took it back. I wanted to retract it. Oh, it's your personal business. Oh, I said it was nobody's. You said it on camera with Aaron. So I'm hoping, Sai, that you come onto the reunion and just fucking own up to that shit and take accountability.
I feel like I let Uba down and Bryn let me
You
down.
did, so just say that.
I'm out.
So now she's running away.
What's my job?
You can try to be mad.
And now
You're in
Uba's
the
leaving.
doghouse. This is not cool. And I know she's gonna blame in the alcohol. Then don't drink. Like, no, I'm actually not happy.
Bryn's like, Uba's like, then don't drink.
First rule of circlable trust is don't break the trust.
She's gonna blame the alcohol, but don't
Talk
drink.
about certain
Uba
things.
is
And that's
gone.
understandable.
Sai is
I was
gone.
thinking that I had broken the trust tree, but I hadn't. I just drunkenly mentioned a U.S. state. Drop down menu. CT.
Why was she blaming me?
Because I told her.
Sai is the one who told her.
I told me.
Ooh.
Did you check the kilo?
I'm really sorry.
It's okay, sweetie, it's okay.
That's not okay. Do you understand?
So Sai is talking to Uba now.
Happy birthday.
And Uba's on the phone with, I'm sure it's her boo, outside, waiting for her car. And Sai's like, I did not, all in her face. Girl, you did it. You fucking did. You just don't want Uba to be upset with you.
If it were up to me to kind of move past everything that's happened, I would do it in a heartbeat. Because life's too short.
It is.
Love you.
Love you. Happy birthday.
Wait, inside the car? A little cold out here?
I mean, you could give me your jacket.
Oh, I could get my head.
Yes, have a gift Giselle your jacket. Lord.
That's fair.
Oh my gosh. He's like, oh shit, I could give you my jacket. They're waiting for the car
This
outside.
night was not how expected.
Bye, Erin. Bye.
I think everyone needs to cool off, and hopefully we can all come together and press
Well.
the reset button.
This is the end of
A year from now,
Real
my next birthday, I
Housewives.
see myself in my apartment with one little cupcake and a little candle because I have absolutely no friends anymore.
Again.
But I'll
Oh,
probably be
Lord.
Go CT.
I cannot. I can't. I'm looking forward to the reunion. Wow. Okay, let's see how this is gonna end real quick. Typically, they give like a little, okay, yep, they're gonna do it. So at the end of all the housewives of the season, they give a little what they're looking forward to in the future, what they have going on, this, that, and the other. So I'll quickly just share what it says. So we have Uba. It says Uba, sales of Uba hot sauce are hot, but she's still cold on the idea of an investor. So she's funding this all by herself. The only man she wants investing in her life is Mr. CT. He recently crossed state lines. Okay. So this is Sai. Sai still has her mom's ashes in the closet, but plans to bury them on the grounds of her new summer home in upstate New York. Okay. She's excited to host the girls for the weekend. Everyone is invited. So she got some new pad up in upstate New York. So we can have girls trips in the Hamptons or whatever, the Berkshires, you know, like New York we do. And also Erin has a home up there too, I believe. Or is it the Hamptons that Erin has her home in? I'm not sure. Upstate, Hamptons, whatever. So Giselle and Pavitt compromised on a $35,000 school as opposed to $60,000, but baby number 3 is still in negotiation. Oh my God, no. You're outnumbered. There have been many staycations. Good for them. They look so cute in this picture with their little babies. And no need for popsicles. Who is this? Erin and Abe. Erin left up and coming Tribeca to move closer to her kids' school. She's busy planning her next big party to celebrate the launch of her new mezcal line. There will be fewer speeches and more food. Thank you, please. So we have Jenna. Jenna has a new venture, a romantic one. And this time she's not keeping it a secret. They vacationed in Europe. Hold up. They vacationed in Europe. Let me pause it. And did not fly coach. Hell no. And then we have Bryn. Bryn had a hot girl summer to prepare for a very cold fall. She's freezing her eggs in Switzerland to store her eggs where the rich store their money. I know that's right. Go ahead. Okay. Oh, that's so sweet. So next week is the reunion, you guys. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. A full season, 14 episodes, 14 weeks. Crazy. That was fun. It's not over because we still have the reunion. But seriously, for anybody who's like watched like all of these, please comment below with like a pink little heart or something if you've watched like even 1 or 2 consistently of these things. While I've enjoyed them, I've just, you know, it'd be interesting to know. But this is just so crazy. I think that the ladies really pulled this off, and I am surprised that it did as I thought it would be a lot worse. So I'm pleasantly surprised, and they've given us something to talk about. I've seen on Twitter people, you know, talking about it, giving their thoughts. So when you have at least the viewership talking about you, whether it's negative, positive, whatever, it's still being talked about. It's not like it's not being watched at all. Like nobody gives a fuck. Like nobody has any insight. Like nobody has anything to say. You know what I mean? So in that point, that it is good, and I'm looking forward to really seeing how this reunion goes. It's the first for a whole new cast like this to come on an established season. All new girls, first reunion ever. So they really don't know what to expect. Typically with other franchises, they have like their peers to be like, okay, prepare them for this, that, and other. But all of them, this is their first time going into this thing. So that's going to be an interesting perspective because we haven't seen it since like way back in the day when Housewives first started. So it's so interesting to see where reunions used to be, where they used to wear like business casual, and now they're like in full-on glam gala wear, formal gowns, face beat, like it's a whole ordeal. But it's so crazy how things evolve like that. But this was a season. I think it was successful in the fact that like a lot of people weren't expecting much from it, and they delivered something at least, and it gave us something to talk about. And I've enjoyed doing these. I will be back for the reunions. I think it's a part 1 and a 2 because they said part 1, so I'm pretty sure it'll be at least 2 parts, which I'm surprised about because I just didn't feel like there was enough drama for 2 parts, but we'll see. But you'll at least see me here 2 more times. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this recap, and I will catch you a little bit later. Bye.